How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Benji's Vlogs and Whatnots. I am Benji. It is another very, as you would say, windy morning and miserable. Still waiting for the rain to come through due to the fact that it is pretty clear at the moment, and it did say that there was going to be a bit of a rain today, so see how things go. But that is not the most important part about this video. The most important part about this video is us going down and getting the blood test results to see how things are going. Like I said in the last video, checking the vitamins, vitamin D, vitamin B12, checking the liver function, kidney function, checking the glucose and all that fun stuff, which reminds me, I've got to go and check the blood sugar this morning. It should be pretty right, but I still like to check it either way. So that's what we're going to start off doing this morning, is basically checking the blood sugar and then basically getting through the day for what it's worth. And just like that, guys, we're sitting out the back of the doctor's waiting to go in at 2:40. It's only 1:40 in the afternoon, so we still got about an hour before we go in. So I reckon we'll go in at about 2:15. We might be able to get in earlier, but we'll see. But yes, there's the doctors that we go to. But as far as I know, everything is looking a-okay. And what I mean by that, guys, is I got a non-urgent message yesterday to say that it was in, and basically, no, sorry, Wednesday. It came in Wednesday afternoon, so yeah, that's how we know that it's not as bad, or not going to be that bad when we go and get the results. The one thing that I'm more or less waiting to get the news on is to see how the liver's going, because when we quit the drink over 2 years ago, we found out it was pretty fatty, so hopefully the things are looking pretty good for that, so we'll see how things go. On a little side note though, guys, we noticed a little something the other day when we were looking in the mirror. We are starting to get some grey hairs more and more visible. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if this camera is picking it up, but you can see a few grey hairs just in there, a few grey hairs just in here, and I'm definitely getting some more up in here. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but just in here where the fingers are, there's quite a few grey hairs coming up through there. It's really bad just in here. Cannot bloody believe it, guys. 36 years old and getting bloody grey hairs. Would have expected to go grey when I was about 50, not bloody 40, but here we are, going bloody grey. Now that we've got all that sorted out, guys, only 2 out of all the things that we got tested were bad. Cholesterol is still fairly high, and vitamin D is pretty low. So we are taking, as you guys would have seen with the last video, some minerals and vitamins and whatever else that we need to take. So we are starting to get back up into the energy zone that we desire to be. The reason why my cholesterol is up a bit bloody higher than usual is because I stopped taking my cholesterol medication, for a very simple fact. I did a bit of research about it, and it can cause some form of brain damage, which I didn't want to, as you would say, do to myself. But I think because the cholesterol is up, we will start taking the cholesterol tablets again. So we'll start taking the 5 milligram ones that we've got. I do believe he's up to 10 mil. So yeah, I want to start taking the 5s so that we can try and get this cholesterol down, and then we can start doing more of the natural remedies for it. I know there's some things that we can take, like garlic and ginger and all that sort of thing, so but we're not going to worry about that just yet. Not only that, guys, it is Sunday. We've had a few days since basically we've got the results, so we are going to go down the street a little bit later on today. There is that witchy thing on again, so we're going to go to that a little bit later on. But first things first is we've got to get some breakfast into our bodies, because we are bloody starving. That and caffeine. Now that we've gotten back from that, I'll quickly give you guys a quick squiz of what we got. A handful of different things. We have one of these new little coins. It's one of those yes, no coins. So no that side, yes that side. So we got one of those. We got one of these little pendulum boards for $5, even though that we've got one already. I just feel like that getting one that I've personally picked out would be much a better option. And not only that, we've got a nice looking little rail spike with a piece of obsidian, some wire, and a little bit of jewellery on there. Looks like a knot of some sort and some other bits and pieces, a little wolf down the bottom. Very nice. So I got one of those. Not only that, we also grabbed a couple of other little bits and pieces down there as well. This right here is a piece of volcanic rock. It does have a specific name, and this right here is known as a moss agate. So basically this is known as a worry stone, so I could sit here with it in my hand, and because it's got that little curved bit in the middle, I can just sit here doing this when I worry about whatever. So I got that little volcanic rock is in fact called, if I can get the paperwork, an olivine. Just like that. Protection, confidence, good luck, happiness and protection. Origin formed within the earth, brought to the surface through volcanic activity inside a lava bombs. You can use it in different ways. Carry it with you, keep it by your bed, hold it when upset, or keep with your treasures for good luck. But yeah, that's pretty much the fun and frivolities of that. That is cool. A couple of rosellas sitting up in the tree at the moment. Not only that, we did see a bit of an eagle fly overhead. You guys probably wouldn't have been able to see it with this camera, but it was flying way up there, probably at least 500 plus meters. That is so cool. I've had me little battery pack down here in the shed charging up, because I want to start using it more for when we have the radio going, which we haven't upgraded it just yet, but in the next week or so we'll be doing so and going to JCar like we did say that we were going to in the last video, which, as you guys can imagine, we haven't done so as of yet. And all that fun stuff, we've been doing some other little bits and pieces around the house as well. We've moved a bit of this red gum stuff that we've got come in the other day, so even though it doesn't look like much, there's still quite a bit at the other end. So basically this end right here has still got quite a few decent logs, so we are still going to need to move those from there up to another location. While I was at it, I've been collecting a whole heap of the thinner stuff and putting it all right in there, so that we can, as you would say, have some kindling to start the fire up with. So in other words, we're going to get the little white firelighters, stack a couple of those up and stick a couple of those underneath to, as you would say, get the fire going, instead of having to buy kindling all the time. But I can tell you right now, that's not going to really last very long, especially with a guy like me, because I do like to, as you'd say, keep chucking it on the fire. I can't remember if I showed you guys this being up here, but it is with the tarp. And not only that, it has another load of red gum in there, so we'll be coming and pinching it from here more so than not. So that should stay nice and cozy, nice and dry, and everything else in between, so we don't have to keep going all the way down to there to grab a barrow load every time. Yeah, that's pretty much what we've been up to, guys. A couple of days off, working around the yard, doing a little witchfest, and basically looking after young Miss Becky, doing some washing, and as always, doing a bit of that. As always, henceforth is why this video is a bit late on a Monday afternoon. I kind of figured because I don't have work today, I'll take it nice and easy to upload this video. And a wee little update too, guys, I am no longer feeling as fatigued as I was in the last video and the video before. So the vitamin D and magnesium is doing its job, and I'm also taking some zinc as well, so it seems that my energy levels are coming up, which is bloody good. Still need to worry about the cholesterol though. Still trying to figure out what natural ingredients I can use instead of medication, because yeah, I did a little bit of research about the medication that we take for cholesterol, and it can cause a little bit of brain damage, which we don't want. But either way, guys, that is pretty much what we're up to at this given time, is sweet fuck all as always. So in saying that, we're going to put the camera down and basically say evidently for now, and enjoy the day and a half that we got left over for this week. And then we can get back to work on Wednesday through to Sunday, which is going to be fun. But either way, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of the video as always. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, as always, guys, keep it cheesy.